Gaslighting. So, similar to me stealing notions of, excuse me, microaggressions earlier on in the talk, I'm stealing notions of gaslighting. So originally gaslighting referred to as coercive control, very conscious and overt. But, and I hope society doesn't do that in terms of that overt, conscious way, that abusive way. But I also happen to think autistic people are being gaslit sometimes on a day-to-day basis. So having your autistic authenticity questioned. So I'll just give some examples of gaslighting. Never underestimate the negative impact these sorts of things have on the autistic person. So this concept, again, this is you can't be autistic. You can't be autistic because you make eye contact. You are questioning that person's autistic authenticity based on a complete misnomer. I mean, autistic people can make eye contact. It's not like it's a physical impossibility. Just most people choose not to, because it's horrible. Oh, actually, that eye contact. This is quite a good example of neuronormativity that we try and, or history has shown us. I hope we don't do this anymore. Although I think sometimes people do. Forced eye contact. You need to get the child to look at you in the eye. And it used to be the case that people would actually get the child's face and point. That's an absolute classic mistake that the predominant neurotype have decided, rightly, that eye contact for them is beneficial. So people say this to me, say, "Oh, Luke, eye contact is beneficial because you can learn all sorts of things. You can process non-verbal communication and learn all sorts about." Okay, fine. If that works for the predominant neurotype, go for it. I'm so pleased. Well done. Great that eye contact is so useful to you. It's not useful for autistic people in the main. Autistic people don't get loads of information. They just get loads of stress. And if you've never been in a situation, or if you're not the sort of person who absolutely detests eye contact, then fair play to you. That's fine. But don't underestimate how horrific it can be for other people. And I think the misnomer is, and I think it's well-natured. I think people have thought, okay, well, if it's really, really useful for us, forcing it for the autistic person is then going to lead it to be useful to them. So it comes from a kind place. Actually, the opposite is the case. Because the individual is autistic, they don't get the same information as the predominant neurotype. So just forcing that behaviour has the opposite effect to what you've intended. So if you intended it to be helpful, actually, if there are very, very, very good reasons for not making eye contact, it's a horrible thing to have to do.